American Southwest. An autopsy, an investigation has now been ordered. A 7-year-old migrant girl dying while in U.S. Border Patrol custody. Officials saying the child had seizures after she and her father were detained illegally crossing into the country. Jonathan Hunt has more on this story from Los Angeles. What have we learned, Jonathan?
Bill, good morning. At this point, we don't know because Customs and Border Protection hasn't told us, and frankly, they might not know, the minute-by-minute treatment of this Guatemalan girl once she was taken into custody. And the bottom line is, with the girl one among a group of around 160 people who turned themselves into Border Patrol agents near Lordsburg, New Mexico on the night of December 6th, those agents simply may not have had the personnel to assess and monitor the girl at all times. So here's what we do know. The girl, identified by the Guatemalan Foreign Ministry as Jacqueline Carl, was in the custody of CBP for 8 hours after being apprehended around 10 p.m. On the morning of December 7th, she began having seizures. Emergency medical technicians discovered her fever was 105.7 degrees. She was immediately flown to a hospital in El Paso, Texas, but she died of dehydration and shock. CBP says the girl had not eaten or drunk any water in several days. It's not clear if she showed any symptoms before the seizures. It's also not clear if she was given food or water while in CBP custody. The Homeland Security Secretary responded on Fox and Friends this morning.
This is just a very sad example of the dangers of this journey. This family chose to cross illegally. We gave immediate care. We'll continue to look into the situation. But again, I cannot stress how dangerous this journey is when migrants choose to come here illegally.
The ACLU Border Rights Center said, quote, "This tragedy represents the worst possible outcome when people, including children, are held in inhumane conditions." Now, officials say, Bill, an autopsy will be performed to determine the cause of the 7-year-old's death, and Customs and Border Protection says there will be an investigation to make sure all appropriate policies were followed.